Hello mga mahal! Welcome back to my learning channel. This is one of tutorials where you can level up your math skills with me, Miss B. Hello, hello! Nagbabalik na naman po ang inyong resident math teacher na tutulungan kayo para mas maintindihan niyo po ang inyong lessons sa math. And as usual, if you like this video, please click that like button at click nyo na rin yung subscribe button para masaya. Para every time nag-upload ako ng video, you are going to be updated. And syempre, idamay nyo na rin yung bell button para you will be notified through email on new content. Yay! Okay, ano pa pag-uusapan natin this week? This week, we are going to talk about geometric sequences and series. At yan po ay brought to you by our MILC, or Most Essential Learning Competency of the Week. Determines the nth term of a geometric sequence, the geometric mean, and the sum of the terms in a geometric sequence. Okay, so yan lamang po ang ating milk of the week, pero siksik, pliglig at umaapaw po yan. Yehey. Okay, so simulan na natin. Meron po tayong konting review dito na ipa-flash ko sa inyong screens. You can actually pause your video right now para po makita nyo or masagutan nyo yung review na ito. This is just a very short review on geometric sequences na inaral natin last week. Okay, this is the second slide. This is a review question on finite geometric sequence. And then our last slide for the review, infinite geometric sequence naman po. Okay, you can pause the video right here so that you can ask yourself, naaalala ko pa ba ang infinite geometric sequence or something like that. Okay? Moving on. Dito na po tayo. Unahin natin ang unang what? Anyway, so unahin natin yung first part ng ating milk, which is determining the nth term of a geometric sequence. So as you can see, meron po tayong formula for that, and that is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r, or yung common ratio natin, raised to n minus 1. Okay? So, gamitin po natin yan. Hanapin daw natin ang 7th term of the following sequences. So, we have 1/4, 1, 4, and so on and so forth. So, paano natin makukuha yan? Let's look for our first, or our elements of the formula. Isusulat ko lang yung formula dito ha. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Simple lang. So, we need our first term. Obviously, makukuha natin yan from looking at our sequence. Ang n natin ay ibinigay sa problem, 7. And yung r, makukuha po natin by dividing two consecutive terms. So, kung magdi-divide po tayo ng 4 divided by 1, you will know that our r is 4. It's going to be the same thing if we divide 1 divided by 1/4. Okay, so 1/4. Or 4, sorry. Alright, so now that we have these elements, let's input them into our formula. So a sub 7 is equal to 7. My goodness. Our r is 4. And then we're going to raise it by 7 minus 1. Okay? Ano pong makukuha nating sagot dito? You can actually pause the video right now to do your calculations. Kung ayaw nyo namang malaman, or kung ayaw nyo namang i-pause at gusto nyo nang malaman kagad yung sagot, pwede naman. Pero syempre, ayan, nagde-delaying tactics tayo. It's just going to be 1,024. Okay. Okay. So, if you got the same answer, then great. Good job sa inyo, anak. If hindi naman, okay lang. You can try again because we have another example. Okay? Find the 7th term of the following sequences. So, dito naman, meron tayong 72, 24, 8, and so on and so forth. So, paano natin gagawin to? Again, we need the formula. Okay? At this time, ang gagawin natin ay, ito talaga, ipapapause ko na talaga sa inyo yung video. Okay? Please pause the video so that you can try and solve this on your own. You can pause it now if you want. Okay, so kung hindi ka nag-pause, maririnig mo tong boses ko ngayon na hindi ka nag-pause. Okay lang naman yan, anak. Kung gusto mo talaga malaman kung ano yung tamang sagot. So, paano natin ito isosolve? A to the 7th is equal to, ang ating first term ay 72. Ang ating r if you notice, konti or paliit ng paliit yung value ng ating terms. Ang ibig sabihin nito, fraction po ang ating r. And in this case, it's going to be 1/3. And then we're going to raise it to n minus 1, which is 6. And then if we do our calculations, ang makukuha po dapat nating sagot ay 8/81. Yay! Did you get the same answer? If you did, claps for you. If not, okay lang. You can try again later. Alright. So, yan lang po. Diba? Napakadali lang kumuha ng a sub n. Now, we're going to move on to the second part of our milk, which is yung looking for our geometric mean. So, in this case, meron tayong 3 problems dito na kailangan nating malaman yung geometric mean. Now, how do we find the geometric mean? Before, ang arithmetic mean natin, di ba kukuhanin lang natin yung average? Pero kasi that's for arithmetic mean. For geometric mean, kailangan po natin ng mahiwagang formula. At ano ang mahiwagang formula na yan? This is it, pansit. Our r is equal to n minus 1th root of a sub n divided by a sub 1. So, we can use this for multiple geometric means or for one geometric mean only. So, what do I mean? Mean. Anyway, corny. Wala bang ano? Meron bang boo dito? Sorry, corny joke. Anyway. So, kapag isa lang ang hinahanap natin na geometric mean, ang kailangan lang natin ay square root ng last term divided by first term. Yan. Yan ang formula natin for getting the r. Okay, ulitin ko. Kung isang geometric mean lang naman ang hinahanap, kukuhanin lang po natin ang square root of last term divided by first term. Yun po yung r natin. Hindi po yan yung hinahanap natin na geometric mean ha. That is just our r. So in this case, ang r po natin ay 2. So paano natin malalaman yung geometric mean? I-multiply po natin yan sa ating first term, which will give us the answer 6. Okay? So, another example. Para makuha yung r, remember, square root of last term over first term. Ito po ay square root of 9. Ang makukuha natin ay 3. And then, hindi pa ito yung final answer. We still have to multiply that to your first term, which will give you 12. Okay. Now, if you want to try the third term on your own, you can pause the video right now. Hindi ka nag-pause, no? Okay lang yan. If you didn't pause the video, it's perfectly fine. Because you are impatient and you just want to know the answer. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so how do we get the r? Again, the square root of last term divided by first term. This is going to be 4. And then we're going to multiply 4 to 5, which will give you the geometric mean of 20. Yay! Did you get the right answer? Sana po nakuha natin ang tamang sagot para masaya. Alright. So ngayon, paano naman kung maramihan? O di ganun lang ulit, babalikan natin yung steps kung paano natin isinosolve ang arithmetic means. Paano yung ginawa natin before? Diba, ang unang step natin ay to illustrate. So we are going to illustrate. Paano natin siyang i-illustrate? Pagmumukain natin siyang geometric sequence. So we will have 3. Mag-i-insert tayo ng 2 geometric means. So 1, 2. And then 24. So yan po ang ibig sabihin ng illustrate. Bakit natin siya kailangang i-illustrate? Para malaman natin kung ano yung n natin. Paano natin malalaman yung n? Bibilangin nyo lang yan, anak. Meron tayong 4. So meron na tayong n. At dahil may n na tayo, pwede na natin gamitin ang mahiwagang formula. R is equal to the nth root minus 1 of last term divided by first term. Okay? This is going to be the cube root of 8, and the cube root of 8 is 2. Siyempre, hindi pa yan yung final answer natin. I-multiply pa po natin siya sa ating first term. So, 2 times 3, that is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. If you want to check kung tama ang inyong sagot, mag-multiply ka ulit. Kapag nakuha mo yung susunod na term, then you are right. Yay! So, ito naman, paano naman kung 3? Ganon din po ulit ang proseso. I-illustrate muna natin, and then look for R, and then solve for the 3 geometric means. So let's do that right now. Pero kung gusto nyo namang to do it on your own, you can pause the video right now. Nag-pause ka ba? We, joke lang. Okay, so let's solve this problem. We have 2, comma, mag-i-insert tayo ng 3. So, 1, 2, 3. And then, 512. Okay, so step 1 is done. We have illustrated the geometric sequence. And then, we're going to look for R. So, your R is equal to, yung N natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 1, root of last term divided by first term. Ang makukuha po natin dito ay 4th root of 256, which is 4. Pag nakuha na natin ang R natin, madali na lang tayong magsosolve for the geometric means. We just multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 times 4 is 128. So, yay! Did you get the same answer? I hope so. Ibig sabihin, good job para sa'yo. Alright. So, yan na. Nakakatapos na tayo ng 2 parts ng milk natin. So, susunod na natin yung last part ng milk, which is finding the sum of the terms of a geometric sequence. So, yun. Doon na po tayo. So, actually, sa geometric series, meron tayong 3 formula. Bakit 3? Ang dami naman, ma'am. 3 talaga, mga anak. Bakit siya 3? Kasi meron tayong 3 special cases when it comes to geometric series. Sorry sa ingay, my gosh. Kiss ko na lang kayo para wala. Joke lang. Anyway, so, 3 ang ating sitwasyon or 3 ang ating cases for the geometric series. So, this is the first formula. Kailan natin to ginagamit? When finding the sum of the first n terms of a geometric sequence, you need this formula. So, ito yung pinaka-generic kasi ito yung pinaka-usual na problem na nai-encounter natin. So, let's look at a sample problem. Find the sum of the first 6 terms of the sequence 1, 3, 9, ... Okay, so ito yung pinaka-usual na problem natin. Given yung first term, tapos given yung n, which is 6, tapos, given din yung R, hindi siya given, pero madali lang naman natin yung isolve. So, let's try to solve this one. S of 6 is equal to, first term natin ay 1 times 1 minus, yung R natin, magde-divide lang po tayo ulit, 3. I-erase natin yan sa N, which is 6, divided by 1 minus R, which is again 3. So, yan po ang ating kakalabasan. You can pause the video right now to use your calculator to find the correct answer. Kung ayaw nyo naman ding mag-pause, okay lang din naman. Again, wala po tayong, hindi po natin ipinagbabawal ang lahat. So, ang makukuha natin dito ay, we have 729. We're going to subtract that by 1, tapos i-divide natin by 2. You're going to get 364. So, yan po ang sum ng first 6 terms. Excuse me po, okay? Alright, so this one, please do this on your own. You may pause the video right now to try and solve this question. If hindi mo naman feel mag-pause, okay lang naman, naririnig nyo na naman ang aking boses, isolve natin to together, okay? So, we're looking for the sum of the first 8 terms. So, yung 8 na yan, alam na natin na yan ang ating n. Now, this time, ibinigay lang nila basta. Hindi na nila pinakita yung ating geometric series. Binigay na lang nila basta yung first term at saka yung r. Which is, to be honest, yan ang madali. Diba? Kasi, binigay na nyo lahat. Di na natin kailangan mag-solve for anything. So, kailangan na lang natin hanapin ay yung sum. Mag-i-input na lang po tayo sa ating formula. We have the first term is 5 times 1 minus r. That's 2. Binigay na niya. Our n is 8. And then, close parenthesis, meron tayong 1 minus 2. Okay. So, So, i-calculate natin ito. Ang makukuha po natin ay minus 1 tapos times 5, 1,275. Yay! Did you get the correct answer? If yes, very good. You give yourself a pat on your shoulder or a pat on the head. Good job, good job. Kung hindi nyo naman nakuha, okay lang yan. Meron pa tayong mga other chances na susunod. So, ito po ang ating second case and our second formula. So, kung n is unknown, but we know the last term, then we will use formula number 2. So, ito po ang ating formula number 2. You can take a screenshot of this if you want para you have your notes. You can take down the formula also. So, ito ang formula na gagamitin kung hindi natin alam kung ilan yung terms, pero alam natin yung last term. Anong klaseng problem yan? Bakit gano'n? Hindi natin alam yung n. Ganito po siya. So, this is our first example. Find the sum of the geometric series 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus ... plus 256. So, if you notice, meron siyang ... sa gitna. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin alam kung ano yung mga numero dyan sa gitna na yan. However, we do know the first term, which is 4, and the last term, which is 256. So, in this case, let's use the second formula. So, S sub n, di naman natin alam yung n, kaya S sub n na lang siya. So, first term minus last term, 256, times r. Again, we can easily solve for r by dividing. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then over 1 minus 2. So, ano pong makukuha natin? If you want, you can pause the video right now to use your calculator and check for the final answer. Kung ayaw nyo naman, pwede naman ding i-calculate na natin siya together. So, that's 256 times 2. We're going to subtract that to 4. And then, i-divide natin siya sa negative 1. You will get 508. Yay! Did you get the same answer? Kung yes, good job para sa'yo. Kung hindi naman, okay lang. May isa ka pang chance. Ito, susunod na. Okay? This time, I'm not going to solve it yet. Dahil isusolve ko rin naman siya later. Pero right now, if you want, you can try and solve this problem on your own. Again, you may pause the video right here to solve this problem on your own. Go, pause. Pinos mo ba? Hindi? Okay lang naman kung hindi mo siya pinos. So, sige, mag-solve na tayo together. Okay? Alright. So, S of n is equal to, first term po tayo ay 3 minus, last term natin ay 2,187. And we're going to multiply that by r. Paano natin makukuha ang r? Magde-divide lang tayo. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then, 1 minus r. So, using our trusty calculator, 2187 times 3 minus 3 divided by 2, you will get 3,279. Yay! Sana pinost nyo po yung video para you are, doing the calculations yourself, and then when you unpause or when you play, makikita nyo na tama ang inyong sagot. Diba? Very fulfilling. Anyway, moving on. Nakakadalawang example na tayo. Pupunta na po tayo sa third and last example natin, or third and last case for finding the sum of a geometric series. So, ito naman. Ito na yung last. Paano kung infinite geometric series? Wala namang n ang infinite kasi nga infinite nga siya, di ba? So, paano natin malalaman yung sum nung lahat, nung buo na series na yon? Ito lang po ang ating formula. A sub 1, or yung ating first term, divided by 1 minus r. Ganun lang siya. Very simple. Very easy. Yan lang po ang kailangan natin to find the sum of a geometric series na infinite. Okay? So, balikan lang natin mga anak ha. Ano ba ang infinite geometric series? Ang infinite geometric series po ay may dalawang kondisyon. Number 1, siya ay infinite. Meron siya nung ellipsis. And then the second condition is the absolute value of r is less than 1. Ibig sabihin po, fractions po mga anak ang ating r. Okay? Now, moving on. Paano na ito? Meron tayong 6 plus 2 plus 2/3 plus 2 over 9. Kailangan nating malaman. First, is this an infinite geometric series? Check natin. May ellipsis. Okay, infinite. Check. Next, we have to look at our r. Paano natin makukuha ang r? 2 divided by 6. That will give you 1/3. So 1/3 is indeed less than 1. Therefore, yes, this is an infinite geometric series. So now, let's use our formula. S lang siya. Kasi hindi naman siya S of n dahil again, wala tayong n, infinite. So first term natin ay 6 divided by 1 minus r, which is 1/3. Magkakaroon po tayo ng 6. Di-divide po natin yan sa 1 minus 1/3, that is 2/3. Naalala nyo ba kung paano mag-divide ng whole number at saka ng fraction? Sana naalala pa natin. We are going to multiply it with the reciprocal. Okay? Which will give us 9. So, 9 po ang ating sagot because 6 times 3 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Okay? Congratulations kung yan ang nakuha mong sagot. Alright. Moving on. Ito, syempre, as usual, kayo na naman ang gagawa nito. You have to pause the video right here if you want to try and solve it on your own. Pause the video now. If hindi mo naman feel mag-pause, okay lang yan. Let's solve it together. Okay. How do we get the sum? Siyempre, we're going to look for our r first. Ano ba ang ating r? Mag-divide po tayo. 4 divided by 24, that's 1/6. So, our s is first term divided by 1 minus 1/6. Ang mangyayari po dyan, magkakaroon tayo ng 24 divided by 5 over 6 or 24 times 6 over 5. You will get 144 divided by 5. Yay! So, did you get the right answer? Dun sa mga nag-pause ng video at nag-solve on your own, did you get the right answer? If you did, good job sa'yo, anak. Very good. Para naman dun sa hindi, okay lang yan, anak. Meron pa naman tayong mga chances, which is yung paggawa nyo ng LAS or yung worksheet nyo. Ay, sorry sa ingay. Anyway, so yun lang ang ating lesson for the week. Sana marami kayong natutunan sa akin. Isang milk lang yan, pero as I said kanina, siksik, liglig at umaapaw. 3 ang topics natin for today. Let's just do a very quick recap. Number 1, we learned how to find the nth term of a geometric sequence. Number 2, we also learned how to find or solve for the geometric mean. And then last but not the least, we learned that there were 3 formulas for us to solve for the geometric series because there are also 3 different cases. Case number 1, kapag given ang n, okay? Case number 2, kapag hindi given ang n, pero binigay ang last term. And then case number 3, if we're going to look for the sum of all of the terms in an infinite geometric series or sequence. Okay? So yun lamang po. Maraming salamat for tuning in. If you have comments, suggestions, questions, violent reactions, and emotional breakdowns, ilagay nyo lang yan sa ating comment section down below. Kung wala naman, maraming salamat. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. Paalam!